This is Travel with Dave. I hate saying bad things about people. I really hate. I want to come and say what a wonderful country I live in and how wonderful the people are, but they're not. Um, I was at the grocery store and I met a woman at the grocery store, and this woman was really nice to me. She helped me. I, as a joke, I said, "Why don't you help me shop for groceries?" The reason why I said that is because there was no shopping cart. And I was like, there's no shopping cart. I said, why don't you grab a cart and help me get all my groceries? So she grabbed a cart. She's helping me get all my groceries. And I buy, not so many items. And she's recommending things I should buy. She said, how about a snack? Of course, I love to eat food, but I try to eat foods as a meal, not so much as a snack, unless it's like peanuts or something. And then I go and I pay, and she's with me the whole time, chatting with me. And then on the way out, I asked her out. And she insulted me, is what she did. She said that I wasn't tall enough. I'm 5'6.5". That's my height. It's 169 centimeters tall. I'm taller than like 95% of Filipinos. I'm taller than almost all of them. And some of the men are substantially shorter than me. I'm surprised at how short they are. So I'm taller than almost everyone. And she made a comment. She said that I wasn't tall enough. And that's the way they are. And she happens to be short. She's not a tall woman. She's a short Filipino woman, which means that she's in the bottom 5% height wise of Philippine women. And to say that she's not going to go out with me because I'm not tall enough, I mean, I've heard it 1,000 times, but that's the type of thing that you have to deal with. Um, I Part of it might be maybe it is because she's obsessed with her height, which I think is really dumb, and part of it is they just can't. They just hate men. I get hatred of men all the time from the Philippine women. They think every man is a liar, a cheater, or a scammer. Oh, you've been here for one day, you just want to fuck a girl and leave. Oh, you've been here for a year, you just want to fuck a girl and leave. Oh, you've been here for 3 years, you just want to something and leave. Oh, you've been here for 7 years, you've got lots of girlfriends that you fucked and left. And they say, oh, you can't blame me for not wanting you if you've been here for 7 years. It's like they just make up excuses, and it's always that you're wrong. It's always that the guy's wrong. Oh, you're too short, or you're too tall, you're too left, you're too right, you're too up, you're too down. You're too high is another one. Because you have money, they won't date you because they think you have money. They just make up excuses about everything. They're fucking insane people. You know, a foreigner, when I came here, I was making $3,000 a month selling photos and videos online as a photographer. Wasn't all the money I was making, but that put me in the top 5% of Filipinos. So I was upper class Filipino making around 3,000 a month with my photo business. Keep in mind, well, irrelevant. So the women didn't want to date me. They gave me a hard time. They don't show up for the date, and all they do is make up excuses, and they think that I have to chase after them. And you say to them, I'm going to pay your rent, pay your utility bills, pay for your TV, pay for your internet, buy you a phone, pay for your transportation, buy you dinner every night, take you on vacations, um, go to nice hotels, go to nice resorts, buy you nice clothes, and they say money isn't everything. They never think you're worth dating. That never crosses their mind. It's always they think that they're better than you and you're a loser. That's the way the Philippine women think about the foreign men. And there's always going to be men. You don't know how to talk to women. Right. The guys who have girlfriends are giving them money. That's not talking to women. That's called bribing women. And in some cases, it's prostitution. For example, if they have more than one girlfriend. They say here that dating is transactional. Every date you have to give them 500 pesos, which is like $10. Otherwise, they just won't show up, and they'll start manipulating you. Like they'll say, "Oh, I lost my cell phone, so I couldn't call you." They'll start ignoring you, ghosting you if you don't give them the money. I've had it happen with all sorts of women. They want the money. They're gold diggers. Even on day one, they're gold diggers. They won't say it, but like I said, they ghost you when they don't see money. If you say, "Well, I'll go to where you live so you don't have to pay for the bus," nope. If you don't give them the money, they don't care where you meet. It's all about them. I knew a guy who built a house for a woman that her sister lived in for free, and she wouldn't travel a half an hour to go visit him. And he's got a bad back, and he's like 80 years old. He's got a bad back. He says he's in constant pain. And I'm like, don't put up with this bull. These women, they think, and she's not an amazing woman. Like when I met her, you wouldn't give this woman a second glance, but an 80-year-old guy does, right? These women, they think they're better than everybody. When they see a tall man, they're like a man who's like 7 foot tall. I've seen them around the super tall men. But if you're like 6 feet tall, they're not going to care so much. If you're younger, maybe they will. I'm 54. So there's other guys who think, oh, like I can get any woman I want. That's complete bullshit. I see the guys asking the women out. The women always say no. One after another, they get rejected again and again and again and again and again. And I've met the wives of the foreigners. Most of the wives are complete losers. I would say 9 out of 10 of them I wouldn't even go out on a date with. I don't know how they arranged to date these women because like they can't talk. You can't have a conversation with the Filipinas. They're very brain dead people. And like I said, I hate saying bad things about people. But I'm going to tell you, if you think, oh, I'm going to go to the Philippines and meet a family woman, don't come here. It's going to be a mistake. I can see immigration's thinking, we got to kick this guy out. They never think, you know what? Why don't we put out some TV ads telling the women to be nice to foreigners? But they'll never do that. They hate the foreigners. Because there's crime in the country. There's people who come here to commit crime. They commit crime with drugs or with trafficking. They say, I got a job for you in another country, but it's really a trafficking thing. Or with the gambling. There's people that commit crimes, but we're not all criminals. But they treat us all like we're criminals. You get looks of suspicion from virtually everybody. It's rare that a Filipino person is nice to me or smiles at me or is happy to see me. It's very rare. Only the gay men are happy to see me. And they talk to me like they're in love with me. So, well, it's because the Filipinos, they don't know how to speak English. Well, the gay men know how to speak English. And the women only are fluent at saying how they hate you. They're fluent in saying all that. But to say something like, hello, nice to meet you, they don't know that English, apparently. So that is my story for this video. And I would avoid the Asian countries in general. You're going to get a lot of insanity. Don't make a long-term plan because, like I said, there's a lot of insanity here. It's like I lived in a bad town, DeWitt, New York, and I feel like this is like DeWitt. Everybody was a little crazy.